Now at 4, in an unexpected twist, the man accused of beating a former San Francisco fire commissioner with a metal rod is released from jail. The judge made that decision because prosecutors don't yet have testimony from the alleged victim.
He did not come in. So the court had no choice but to follow the law, and that is to release Mr. Doty.
From KTVU Fox 2 News, this is The 4.
The DA in San Francisco says those charges have not been dropped in this case, but the suspected attacker could no longer be held in custody. Welcome, everyone, to The 4. I'm Alex Savage.
And I'm Heather Holmes. This is just the latest development in this high-profile case. Our Christian Captain was at court today and joins us now live. And Christian, can you tell us a bit more about why the alleged victim has not yet spoken with authorities?
Yeah. That is one of the big questions that is outstanding right now. People are still trying to figure out exactly why that is. Meanwhile, the alleged victim in this case, Don Carmignani, the gentleman you were just asking about, did not show up in court today. So the judge said she had no choice but to release Garrett Doty from jail.
Inside courtroom 20 in San Francisco's Hall of Justice, attorneys clashed over the future of 24-year-old Garrett Doty. Doty is accused of beating Don Carmignani with a metal rod on Wednesday, April 5th. Portions of the attack caught on camera. Carmignani suffered injuries to his head and jaw. Police arrested Doty the following day, and he's been in custody facing assault charges. Yesterday, Doty's defense attorney released video of a man she says appears to be Carmignani using bear spray on a homeless person in November of last year. Doty's attorney said Carmignani has been linked to as many as 8 similar incidents, and she says her client acted out of self-defense.
My client, the video that was released yesterday, what does he do when Mr. Carmignani leaves him? He skitters away with his hat, his jacket over his head. Why does he do that? Because he knows Mr. Carmignani has a pattern of spraying and assaulting homeless people.
The district attorney did release a statement saying charges in this case have not been dropped, but that her office had no choice but to allow Doty to be released. Quote, today the people moved for and were granted a continuance on Mr. Doty's preliminary hearing because Mr. Carmignani was unavailable to testify because of his injuries. His testimony is necessary for us to prove these charges. So far, prosecutors say Carmignani has not offered a statement to them or police. Carmignani's attorney also released a statement saying his client denies any involvement in using bear spray on homeless people and says the severe injuries his client was left with after the beating prevented him from coming to court. Quote, any speculation as to why my client didn't appear in court this morning fails to take into account that he's still recovering from an invasive surgery to remove part of his skull following the defendant's brutal attack on him.
Now, Doty does have conditions on his release. He has to check in weekly with San Francisco sheriff's deputies and has to stay away from Carmignani. Doty is due back in court May 23rd. Now, at this point, it's unclear if Carmignani will be facing any charges if he was, in fact, the man captured on video spraying homeless people with bear spray. Meanwhile, we have been standing here outside County Jail number 2 since about 10:30 this morning, waiting for Doty to be released. As you know, from your years reporting on the streets, it can take hours for a trustee or an inmate to be released. That is one of the reasons why we're waiting right here in front of the jail. We're hoping to speak with Mr. Doty as he emerges. We're live in San Francisco. Christian Captain, KTVU, Fox 2 News.
All right, Christian, thank you.